There is no such thing as having good without bad. Anything good that comes in life is directly linked to something bad. Now, that doesn't mean to panic. That doesn't mean to get scared when you get something good. Just understand that something bad must come along. And it doesn't have to be drastic. It doesn't have to be crazy. But just understand that that's how things work. Those are laws that are in place. You ever noticed something really good happen in life, and then soon after, an inconvenience comes about? It's like your car. You get it all fixed up, and then later on something happens and it breaks down. That is life. That is how things work. And you need to understand that if you want to influence what happens to you. And understand that it is coming your way, and to prepare for it. Because these things I'm not telling you these things for you to feel helpless and for you to not understand, or for you to feel as though you can't do anything about it. A fighter prepares to fight, knowing they could win or lose, but gets rid of the idea of winning and losing and focuses on just the fight. Because you get to fight, just like you get good things. But bad things are directly linked to it. So I don't tell you these things for you to think you're helpless. I tell you these things to help you prepare for when the bad does come from the good. A lot of people are still reliant on motivation. They still don't understand the principles of discipline and hard work and dedication and endless, never-ending hours. The goal you have should have already come along years ago when you set it. But the reason it did not come along was because you got lazy. You understood that it's going to take a while to get to your goal. So therefore, let me do it later. Therefore, let me start later. But you need to understand that if you don't start now, you will never start later. If you don't start now, you will never start later. You didn't focus on the small bits of progress that give you endless amounts of motivation and energy to complete your goal or your goals. You understood it's going to take 4, 5, 10 years to complete. So that's why you decided to start later. But as you waited another year because you had already messed up, or you got lazy, or you think you already failed, just 1 month in, so let me start next year. That is your biggest downfall. You are your own biggest downfall. And you need to understand that. Any little bits of progress that you make should drive your car of success into the finish line, where you have everything you want. Understanding that it takes hard work and dedication should not demotivate you. It should make you more motivated. It should set a fire inside that you need to do all these things in order to reach your goals, and that you don't have what you want now. So any little bits of progress that comes about is fuel that you use to win. There's many different ways to win nowadays. Many different ways. We're in an age where anybody can win. Absolutely anybody can win. Your phone provides endless motivation, endless knowledge that you can use to win. you're just holding yourself back. You're allowing the people that you surround yourself with to hold you back. They say you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Then why do you spend time with losers? Why do you spend time with people that don't have what you want or aren't going to help you get what you want? Why keep those people around? Because they're fun to drink with on the weekends? Because they do a funny thing every now and again? Is that what's going to really drive your vehicle of success through the finish line so you can have everything you want? No. And you know it. Just like you know staying on social media for too long is useless and that you shouldn't do it. Because you've come across a video that tells you to stop and you think about stopping, but you don't. And you continue your own downward spiral that you create and ultimately deserve. Because you're going to have everything you deserve in life. I thought about this today, as a matter of fact. If everybody was given $1 million or $10 million at the age of 18, that would fix a lot of problems. Why? Because everybody will go and get exactly what they deserve. They already have everything they ever could ask for. They'll have the money, they'll have the cars, they'll have everything. But as everybody has everything, your true character and color starts to show. Money is going to influence and elevate and amplify your ego. Who you are deep down inside will be amplified once you get enough money. That's something I've heard, and that's something I truly believe. So when you have everything, then who are you? Will you have everything and continue to be lazy and arrogant and not humble yourself and work hard to get more or to do better? Or will you have everything and become even better? A lot of people who win the lottery, who win the Powerball, they end up going right back to the position they were just in. And most of the time, worse, because that is what they deserve. They won $100 million and then quickly blew through it and went right back to where they were just at, and worse, because now they have all these things they need to pay off. Homes, watches, cars, all these things they know they couldn't afford, yet they did it with ignorance. And I don't care to think that an 18-year-old is going to sit there and make those same exact ignorant choices and not see it as an ignorant choice. No, you know you need to stop scrolling on social media and go to the gym. You know you need to stop being lazy and actually go do something. You know you should be learning. You're not too young for that, especially with all this information online. You'll have a 40-year-old, a 50-year-old win the Powerball and go right back to where they were before and worse. And that's somebody that has experience. It's an older person still losing and failing and going right back to where they deserve and worse after gaining all that money. Because that is simply what they deserve. There must be losers for winners. There must be winners for there to be losers. So if everybody just got $1 million, $10 million right at the age of 18, that'd fix a lot of things. You would go to where you're inevitably going. Because there are some people on this earth that are meant to inevitably lose. And are you that person? You need to ask yourself that question. Are you that person that is going to inevitably lose because of your own actions? Are you that person that is going to inevitably lose because of your own actions? Or are you that person who is inevitably going to win because you deserve it through your actions? These are questions you need to ask yourself every single day. The year has barely started, and everybody's starting to slowly fall out. And the ones who actually want it will win, while everybody else falls out. And you get to enjoy, once again, winning. This year will separate the winners from the losers. This year will show who wanted it and who didn't, because things aren't getting any easier. If you look at the world around you and do some research, you will know that. Things aren't getting any easier. The difficult level is going up. So will you win or will you lose? It's something you need to ask yourself. Do the necessary things. Make the necessary moves. Do things that actually matter. Create a plan for you to follow. You know what you want, but you don't even have a plan. So how can you reach your goals if you don't even have a plan? You know you want to get rich. Well, how are you going to get rich? What plan will you write out and follow day in and day out, regardless? What will you do? Will you develop a plan and not follow it and be an inevitable loser who is meant to always lose from the start? Or will you develop a plan and follow it every single day and win? It's up to you. It is completely up to you. Every single thing that happens to yourself. And perhaps you need to understand that every single thing that happens to you is your fault, whether you think so or not, and whether you like it or not. Because you're only going to ever get what you deserve. Life doesn't care about how you feel. Life will give you what you deserve. And the actions you take and the things you do will directly impact what you deserve. You may do a million things right and everything goes wrong. But just understand that is an opportunity to develop your character and your strength for you to stay in the game long enough to win. And all those million things that you did right will pay off. So develop a plan, develop an idea, paint a picture in your mind of something that you want, of a goal that you have, and see it daily so you have something to work towards. And every single action you take must influence the world around you so you can have what you want. Every action you must take, or every action you take must be directly towards that goal so that you win. How badly do you want it? It's something you need to ask yourself. Because will you win or will you lose? Everybody wants to be a winner, but if everybody won, there would be no losers. So which one do you want to be? A winner or a loser?